6cents, take us away, Freak, on this first mid.
Alright, actually, quickly, predictions. Who's first to mid, demo-wise?
I think got to give it to Catfish.
Alright, both demos rolling out. Catfish is faster. Both teams going out the Valley rollout here. However, Catfish is predominantly faster here. Scratch. Red Soldier taking Bell Tower early. Coolever's punishing that Wigan on that height. One soldier down from the red team here. Mint taking that 1v1 under point. Wigan trying to sack him to the medic. Fails predominantly. Coolever's finding that kill. Where both soldiers, Coolever's and Scangelus on that Bell Tower. Taking height early. No soldiers from the red side here perished. All the way back to last from the Lampshade 22. And we're looking at a last hold.
It's a very convincing mid. It looked like Salt-Free really just, they wanted to try some aggression, but the positioning and just the clump that was 6cents out there, their own cafe, was just too much for them to handle. They sort of trickle-fed into the hands of Cool Everest and Pride. But yeah, we're looking at even Ubers. Salt-Free holding their own last. We do indeed have the heavy off-class from Xander. That 13 ping heavy, the Australian minigun, you can see on your screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. He is ready to shoot some high-flying soldiers, which are going to be coming in at any second now, hopefully.
But yeah, it looks like the soldiers are just asking for the sack here for the crit heals. They're in lobby here, 6 in. Scangelus goes down, whoever coins in, gets
Fam gets forced.
Yep, Pride trying to take it in, trying to salvage what is left, but is getting out. That is full Uberad for the Sold Free. Now, I'd love to see the aggression here.
I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful counter-sack by Skaz. You know, textbook, as soon as you see that soldier going in, it's like, yep, that's my cue to go. And if you can catch out that team in lobby, it's very, very easy. It's very enclosed space. There isn't a lot of room for Fam to dodge, and he does get that force. We see Scandalous on the sniper. He does get the headshot to ring out there onto Wigan, and this Uber is less than ideal for Salt-Free, but they have made their way out of second. They have to make sure that they don't overchase. It looks like Wells Blanky Spunk is going to get caught out near their own cafe on middle, but Salt-Free do achieve their goal of pushing out of last, but at what cost, Freaky? At what cost?
Yeah, exactly. That over-aggression really, in that soldier down, they can just... Actually, 2 soldiers down, I correct myself, where they, Cooleris and Scangelus having the free reign to last here, I suppose, with Uberad.
Yeah, Xander coming up on that engineer, trying to get a sentry gun set up as quickly as possible. I think he's going to run out of time as the Uber's coming in now from 6cents. Wrath and Pride doing all that they can. They're getting so much space, so much damage. Catfish goes down, but looks like Blank Spike picks up the kill there as well. Scandal has 2 headshots ringing out onto both the scouts on Salt-Free Gaming, and that is well and truly going to be around, maybe just yet. Oh, the rockets from Culebra is doing so much damage on that point, and it's now 1-0 to 6cents.
Yeah, not much you can do on just full disad there with the overextension to mid through that second push from Salt-Free. After that, losing your 2 soldiers, you're basically 4v6ing with major Uber disad. There's not much you can do.
Yeah, the trickle feed was a little bit problematic for the Salt-Free game, but it's a new round, new mid, and let's see if there's going to be any change-ups. Looks like 6cents going to take that Valley rollout. Salt-Free opting for the chokes. Not really too much movement just here. You see the soldiers taking their own cafe from 6cents. The mirror has indeed begun the ring around the rosy, as it were, the kind of way that this mid is played at these kinds of levels. It looks like, oh, the soldiers there from Salt-Free getting a lot of space, but taking a lot of early damage. It looks like their Skaz is going to be the first one to die on this mid-fight as the rotation keeps going around. Looks like Blanky Spike is going to get the pick onto Wrath, and Fam going down as well, so Lampshade is able to keep his life. This could be really, really good for Salt-Free Gaming, but it looks like the cleanup crew from 6cents, a little bit too much. Lampshade does get his Uber, but he is going to get forced inside that Valley, and Scandal is just holding behind, as well as Clever's. Both the soldiers from 6cents going behind. Pride is going to be caught out in his own cafe. Catfish with the bottle out. Oh, he's living for so long, Freaky. Why aren't they able to kill him yet? He might even get out. Pride's escaping, takes up the health back, 94 health, and that could be huge for 6cents as they try and make their way back into this middle point.
Yeah, Pride is still in. Holy. It is out choke already, regrouping with his team. But yeah, especially Sixerson just hiding in that death corner behind their Tetris. The scouts having no vision of the soldier bombs, while Scangelus is just getting bombarded by spam rockets on top of their cafe roof. Just had no room to mirror more, even though it wasn't mirror mid, but didn't have time or space.
Gonna see some soldier sacks pretty soon. It looks like well, Blanky's playing has beefed the jump. That's a little skip jump that is quite common through the choke. There's going to be a little bit of spam as both these teams get their Uber charges ready to go. It is salt free on the middle point, so it'll be their turn to sack. We'll see what kind of jumps these fine soldiers are able to produce. Looks like they're just getting buffed up, ready to go. A very interesting carpet from Wrath, I must say, all over grass and on plat as well. Catfish poking his way through into choke, can't exactly find any sort of any room, trying to spam some offload pills, hoping that one of them finds at the head of Fam, who's playing very, very safe behind the lighthouse that is the second point. No aggression just hit from Salt Free, but it looks like they're trying to take this valley before they send their soldiers, but they take a long time, and I think that's a Xander pick for Cool Everest. A very, very proactive player. Cool Everest now jumping in once again into valley, getting a lot of space. He's got to find Skaz as well. Where were the sacks, Freaky? Where were the sacks?
Where were the sacks? No idea. They were buffed up, ready to go choke or cafe, the Sixersons cafe, but they just went valley and just got bombarded by everything. Ubers are being traded through point here. Better Uber for blue team. Looks like Lampshade 22 is going to get caught out. Poor Snazzy, whoever. Catfish and his two scouts, his two minions in choke. However,
although regression coming in now. Wigan gets nice shots on the mid. Fam going down to 50 health. Fam getting a nice pipe there onto one of the scouts. That I think, yeah, I don't know. Aliases are hard. Aliases are hard indeed. Oh, massive arrow from Fam as Cool Everest gets the pick on to Xander in the choke, and Fam able to stay alive and keep that 40% Uber advantage. And with Snazzy not having anyone to heal as he spawns, the advantage is going to be a lot larger than probably Sixsins are anticipating.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially that re-aggression just correct myself, bombing around the back of the middle point, trying to clean up the medic there just for it to be additional add, but perishing by the two scouts on Six's sides.
Well, you see how confident Xander is that they're able to slow him down in a second. He's already on last, building his sentry gun. Right, nestled in that corner on the left-hand side. Sixsins now trying to make their way through the choke. Actually, yeah, the beam's going through choke. 2 players through Cafe, 2 players through Valiant. They're all over the place, but it looks like that Skaz, he does get the force. Fam does get forced. An amazing single sack from Skaz to get Fam to pop his Uber charge. They won't have an Uber advantage to go into this last one. The sentry gun is going to be very, very hard as Cool Everest just absolutely gets destroyed by the auto aim that is the level 2 sentry gun. He might actually get, his other soldier friend might get caught out as well. Blanky's Blank trying to find the upward directs onto Scandal, but isn't quite enough. Scandal is going to live with no demo and soldier just on the respawns. Sulfrey, this is their opportunity to push out, but it is only Blanky's Blank in now. Catfish walking it in through that bottom left side. Scandalous, he has to die really quickly. He does get cleaned up by, well, Blanky's Blank. He is picking up that kill, but Snazzy does get forced by Mint. Very, very nice shots there from the scout. And, oh, looks like Blanky's Blank getting a bit too greedy at the tail end of that Uber. Does get caught out by Pride, so Uber brand is once again for Sixsins, but yeah, Salt Free, they're in a pretty precarious position at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Scandal is trying his best to either kill the medic or actually just kill the medic full stop, but then obviously he failed, had to die quickly, but Mint forced it. Luckily he forced, that would have been 2 down and Salt Free would have pushed Mint with that, but Mint luckily survived.
Scandal is finding the traps in that bush as Sixsins make their way to try. They even get the Skaz pick as well, trying to roll this Uber advantage they have through the second point into the last point. Pride taking his time, clearing everything through the shutter. Looks like Blank Spike is going to get caught out on that flank side by Cool Everest, who claims that kill with the help of his Soldier Pal Scandalous. The Uber has been popped in on this right-hand side. Looks like Wigan going very, very low. Cool Everest, as he does just get his Uber, 33 HP from the Salt-Free medic. And they are going to be able to hold off this aggression, even get a couple of picks as well, but they have to not get greedy. Wigan might get caught out in this lobby area. He goes there very low, Mint claiming that kill, but he does get Trader's life. It looks like Xander picking up that trade as well. Oh, Snazzy with the bust, the solemn foul. Xander's getting an arrow. He's so low, 62 health. And Salt Free, they are dropping players. They cannot get out of last point. It's back to last for the boys in red, and they just have to hope that they are able to contain this aggression that is coming in from the left-hand side from the 16 soldiers.
Just taking too much space, all in the one choke through left lobby there. The Sword Free gamers just getting bombarded by spam. Couldn't push out of it.
Surprised that we don't see a sentry gun. Cool Everest actually sniping on advantage, something you don't see very often. Xander now building that sentry gun on the left-hand side of the point. They must not know that they have Uber advantage. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think they do. They're just waiting for the Cool Everest to get some picks here. But we've seen Cool Everest get a 4 or 5k on process here. Love to see what they do. Trying to make space and left. There are traps, Cool Everest.
Oh. Very, very big brain trap from the man himself, Catfish. It looks like Skaz are going to pick up a kill onto Scandalous as well. That's 2 down. Leave the gun on last. You have an opportunity to push out. Looks like Catfish wants to take this bottom left-hand side. He is walking out, placing some stickies. They have a lot of space, Salt Free. 6, and they've just given it up. They've given it up completely, Freaky. That's a free second point for Salt Free Gaming. And looks like they're already sending both soldiers into middle. A massive fight from Rout there, the air shot. A damn 40 health, but doesn't use his Uber. That's going to be huge for 6 as the counter aggression now from Scandalous. All right on the top onto Lampshade. 6 health. He does get the force. But they don't get any kind of kills with this Uber. This is a disaster for Salt Free Gaming. They've just had so much success getting out of this last point, but they can't seem to make any further ground, Freaky.
No, indeed. Especially that late death by Wrath there. You know, 2 soldiers down from that mid push from Salt Free really hindered their pushing ability. But since we're back here, Salt Free defending last with this level sentry, and we're back here with 6 Assassins pushing last on second.
They still have that 50% Uber advantage. The full defensive setup for Salt Free Gaming. Wells playing his bike on that Engineer class, Wigan on the heavy. They are well and truly ready for the push that is going to be coming in any second now from the boys in blue. Looks like it's going to be under, and or they try and get in for free, but they have to use extremely early. They get their sentry gun, but unfortunately, I think that's going to be about it. It looks like Scandal does pick up Skaz on the flank as well. The Uber down does come out. Catfish flying in, catches Ralph, catches Pride, catches Fam as well. The whole combo of 6-ins going down. An amazing defense from Salt Free Gaming, and surely this time they're able to make this way, not just to the second point, but also into middle as well.
Indeed, Mint on the medic and lobby here wins the scout unders, but hinders the Lampshade to half HP and perishes. Yeah, especially the early use from lowers with the sentry gun watching lowers. It is a bit difficult. You do want spotters first before pushing in, so everything is under control just in case they have a heavy pyro or sentry. But I do not believe they watched it first and, as you've seen, perished for it.
So a small Uber advantage for Salt Free Gaming. They're trying to make their way through. There's a valley area. They haven't spotted the Scandalous sniper, who is just hiding there in that mid-forward spawn, waiting for his opportunity. Looks like Salt Free have actually opted to take their time, make sure they get this Uber charge. And I don't know what they're thinking. Catfish wants to go in. I don't know about the rest of the team, but they have used that Uber extremely early through the valley side. Catfish trying to lock out players that choke. Pride gets caught. 97% from Bam. Bam is going to go down with 97%. Massive, huge rockets there from Wells Blanky Splank and Zildjian cleaning up as well, but they sacrifice 3 for it. Oh, the lock and load.
Oh,
too powerful.
Catfish,
the double pipe onto Scandalous. Cool Everest now. He does pick up Lampshade. He does find the Salt-Free medic, but he will trade out his life. Some nice shots there from Xander as well. But Salt Free, they have a chance to get around now. They are gapping up that second point. Well, they were at least. It looks like Xander trying to instead preserve his life. Realize not, they have spawners. They're gonna try and just kill me instantly. I'm just gonna save my life, return back on mid, and work from this 25% Uber disadvantage that they have.
Ah, a bit of change of scenery now since we're not pushing Salt Free's last here. But yeah, definitely just overextending there. That's a good choice by that scout, preserving his life here, because that height, as I said, with the bell tower and just control of height here, the soldiers can only bomb off the walls here. And I do not believe I see the good old cursed jailer, Catfish himself, where his traps are, but they're in choke actually. I do see them. but it looks like Sixers wants to push out a cafe. Very smart, very safe.
Oh no, Snazzy!
Snazzy dying with 96%. Looks like Kuleva is trying to block out Cho. Zor trying to salvage what is left, but however, Coin from the back gets the force onto Fam here. Very good sack by Mr. Coin Scratchel himself. Skaz, I do believe.
A big bomb from Skaz from behind. So he's keeping them in the game. There have been some very big forces onto Fam, but Catfish, oh, Pride beefs a few shots. Catfish lives to tell the tale, but Sixins, they do have the heal advantage. They might be able to actually find Xander on the flank. He goes down so very low, but it looks like Skaz is there to help his buddy out, make sure that he is able to stay alive. They still have 6 up, and that they can get a proper last hold going. I mean, this might be a bit of a shift in momentum. It kind of looked like it for a little bit, but once again, Sulfury back on their last. But their last holds have been impeccable so far. Just the one time where they overextended at mid that gave them a unfavorable situation on their last, leading to that first and only round thus far after just about half the map has gone by.
Yeah, exactly. Just, you got to watch out for when they're pushing, and you know, if you don't overextend, then you're good. You can kind of like be stable.
Right, getting the kill there onto Skaz. We'll see if there's any other off classes. We see the Scandalous Sniper once again. He's been feeling it this season, so he'll look to see if he can provide the opening that his team require to break this last hold. If you are 6th in this position, Freaky, like, what's the playbook right now? Do you just wait for Scandalous to get a pick? Or is there some... Oh, never mind, there's your pick!
I'd wait for the picking, I'd actually wouldn't bait Scandalous that hard. I'd actually push out a bit. Scandalous will probably play the post. Getting 2 lampshade drops by Scandalous on the sniper. However, Fam uses it in, watching for the post here. 2 scouts, gets around. Yeah, as I was about to say.
Just wait for Scandal to hit everything.
Literally, I'd apply pressure. Scandalous at the back hiding, you know, because the medic is going to peek a little bit. You wait for that pick, you be patient, which it did work out in Scandalous's favor, dropping Snazzy. Poor Snazzy.
Yeah, the fully charged body shot. Too hard to overcome. It is now a 2-0 lead for the Boys in Blue Sixins as we get into our third mid of the evening. Both sides taking it pretty slow. Cleverest getting some info, some spam from their own cafe side. Blankets Blank doing the same thing on the red side, but no real aggression just yet. Looks like Skaz desperately asked for an arrow. He will crate a Cool Everest, getting that pick. It looks like Xander is going to die as well, and that's going to be all she wrote. But a nice lock and load pipe there from Catfish does pick up a kill onto Scandalous, but 3 down for Soul Free, and they're back on last once again, Freaky.
Here we are, kids. Big Ben. Again. Again. Both soldiers did perish during that mid. Cool Everest and Scandalous. Unlucky Scandalous at the very end, just perishing by the lock and load, but having those 2 down did gain a very much advantage on that mid fight. I don't really like the early push onto Bell Tower. The demo can just re-aggress all of its locker load, all of its pills into that narrow little doorway there. That's why you take it always at the end of the fight, and you just jump at the choke and finish everybody off, you know?
Well, the sentry gun going up once again. Xander whacking away at it. Okay, even who's once again, I mean, Scandal's got a bit on fire once again, and they've opted to have the Scandalous sniper. We'll see what they're able to do. Peeking from this right-hand side, they might have a nice angle onto the Wigan Heavy, but just misses the shot. They know about the sniper now, but if you're salt free now, you're kind of running out of options here. The time's slowly ticking down with just over 10 minutes to go in this map. You're 2 rounds down on your own last once again, and with no signs of any swing of momentum. It's got to be playing on your mind a bit, Freaky.
Oh, definitely mental dis. Definitely mental dis. Would have to agree. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Obviously, it's still plausible to get that 5 dub, the 5 winnings, but, you know, back on last, it's almost like deja vu all over again.
They did manage to get the Scandal pick, but nothing amounting from it. Looks like Skaz making her way into lobby.
Scandalous.
There's no one there. Scandalous on that sniper once again. Trying to find an angle from, I think, Bats at this point. I mean, Sixsons have all the time in the world. A nice headshot rings out onto Skaz. She's going to be running away to grab that small health pack.
She's hiding in the corner.
Oh, she might get mint and Scandalous. And nice rockets there. That's going to be... It's going to stun this push. The Uber does come out from Sixsons as well on the opposite side of Blast. The trade. Snazzy. Saving his heavy, saving his soldier. But who else? That's about it. That's all he needs to do, because Sixsons, they've almost wiped. Skaz finding a way onto the second point now in a 1v1 with Cool Everest. Add Sunshine second, if you please. And looks like Cool's just going to preserve his life. And there we go, Salt free. Out of last once again. Like, they're holding on to these last points when they have even Ubers, but they need to find a way to actually make it to Sixsons as last and have some shots at goal, if you use that analogy.
Scandalous on the spy. Does get catfish. Good backstab. Does perish for it. Cool Everest. Both soldiers down for the Six of Sins here. So is Pride. But Scandalous taking out that demo pick is crucial. Wrath can just have free reign. Skaz. She's having trouble with Wrath. Having that melee battle is ruined by the scouts. But GG on that melee battle. Mint picks up the scout.
Lampshade did go down in that fight, so heal advantage for Sixsons once again, and they're going to be able to use that advantage. Maybe, looks like Xander's going in, gets one decent shot onto Fem, taking him down to half health, but nothing else nothing else is going to come of that attempt. And once again, you know where Salt Free are now, freaking they're back on their last. But this time, instead of having even Ubers, they're at a 50% disadvantage with no sentry gun set up, and still with Xander down. So if Sixsons are quick about it, which I think they're going to go quickly through this lower door, they could have a chance of getting a third round on the board. Wrath with a sticky jump up. They're going to try and kill the demo man of Catfish, but they can't. They find the sentry gun, a couple of picks as well. Catfish staying alive for the time being, but there's no traps on the point there. Looks like Xander trying to do his best. Wrath's going to pick up that kill. It's just the Catfish against the world. The lock-and-load pipe rings out true on the Pride, but the Uber from Snazzy going to be enough, and they have spawners coming up in 1 second. Sixsons, they're scattering. Scandal's taking a lot of damage onto that point. He's 40 health, 25 health. Magnesis trying to run away on that top left side. Cool Everest going in, trying to find the kill onto Lampshade, but it isn't going to be enough. The second soldier comes in now, and he misses both rockets. A nice juke there. Oh, but it's not enough. They can't kill him fast enough, and Snazzy goes down, and that's going to be a full Uber advantage for the side of Sixsons now. As Salt Free, they need to set up once again with 7 minutes to go in this map.
Both soldiers did perish for that snazzy kill here. They're trying to peek out. Salt Free leaving the blankiest blank here is out lobby. I thought he was going to do something sneaky and just hide under near dungeon, just wait for them to either go dungeon or shutter.
We'll have to see where Sixsons opt to take this push, and they still do have some cap time from their previous attempt. Looks like they are really keen on taking this low, as it's like the 4th time in a row they've done it. In fact, it's like Catfish, the stick is on it. He's going to drop Rab in this Uber. This is a disaster for Sixsons, as Skaz and Blanket's Flank are both picking up a kill onto Cool Everest and Mint respectively. And that's another botched push. They keep going unders. They keep putting themselves at height disadvantage. And it's not working for them.
Bride did kill the Lampshade 22 during that Uber. Fam with the arrows. However, almost getting the Fam medic. Great stack there, but Blank is Blank unlucky about the rockets. Scandal's trying to stop second here. However, Columbus from the side does get Catfish. However,
Snazzy's alone now on bats as well. He's running for his life. Scars will go down to the rockets of Cool Everest. It's now 6v4 with a dry fight, and they're finally not going unders, Freaky. This might be a third round.
Oh yeah.
Since they have some height advantage. Wrath trying to lock out that spawn onto the heavy of Wigan. Looks like Xander, they're doing a lot of work. Mint picks up a kill on the Snazzy. Xander going down, Blanket's Blank going down, Mint trades out, Cool Everest on a 5k now, and that's going to be 3-0 for Sixsons with 5.5 minutes to go. It's getting close to that realm of impossibility. I mean, 5.5 minutes to get 3 rounds.
Ooh.
It's going to have to be record time from Salt Free.
It's looking a bit grim. However, as you said, they didn't push unders this time, and they did get a round run. Coincidence?
I don't know.
Again, both teams rolling out Valley. choke is just not it today. Alright.
Skaz taking the height as well, getting some early spam. Wrath dies early. This is a good sign for Sulfury Gaming. This is exactly what they need. Pride going down as well. They need to find the kills. They need to keep Snazzy alive, but they failed to do so. So that's going to stop the bleeding from Sixins, but overall it was a strong mid. Just that one misstep from Sulfury. Snazzy going down in that fight. They really needed him alive if they wanted to get themselves back in this game.
Definitely during that mid, Sulfury
Rat dies again! Oh! Skaz boarding into lobby. Looks like Blanket's Blanket trying to follow up on some of her damage. Min gonna get caught out there as well, even though that Fem has this Uber charge. They're down 2. Oh, a massive rocket there from Cool Everest onto the Demoman of Catfish. Blanket's Blanket gonna get caught out from this lower area as well. Scandal gonna trade out as Wigan securing that frag. It's very, very messy at this time, but now 4 minutes left on the clock. I dare say this one might be over unless there's a miracle happens for Sulfury. They get a force immediately and your fam drops 3 players in the Uber charge, but aside from that, I don't see how Sulfury are going to have any chance of coming back on this map.
Oh, we could see a a little reverse card in the second map here, but 3 minutes 40 left of the time. Now during that mid, Sulfury just held W at the Sixers and it worked out fine.
Oh, that's not what you want to see. Skaz going down incredibly early in this Uber exchange. The gun's going to go down as well, but it's such a better Uber for Sixins. Lampshade trying to run out. There is some point time. There's a lot of hurt players on this server right now, Freaky. But it is Sixins that are securing the frags. Oh, a last dying arrow from Lampshade on to the scout of Xander as he's trying to salvage anything they can, but it's not going to be enough. And with 3 minutes on the clock exactly, Skaz trying to play for a back cap, but they have Scandal having that point on lockdown. The add Sunshine last, a massive rocket on the Scandal. Oh, but Mint just cleans her up in time. And that's going to be all she wrote for Sulfury Gaming. Sixins have held their last. They've prevented Sulfury from even getting a single round, and that's going to be all she wrote for this first map. It is Sixins, 1 map up in this best of 3 series, and we're in garbage time now as Sixins are on
for the logs.
Yeah, for the logs time. Strange Farm server. They're just picking up these players one by one. Actually, Skaz getting 2 with the 2-for-1 special with that final rocket of her life. But yeah, even though the scoreless line says 3-0, like, I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed with the showing that Sulfury have put out so far this evening. They definitely deserve to be in this grand final, but it's going to take something really special if they're going to take even just a round at this point off of a Sixins, because they're just on a completely another level.
Oh yeah, again they've warmed up, ready to go. So is Sulfury, but I think it's just they've done a wonderful job, Sulfury, this first map, defending multiple pushes, pushing them back to their second. Like, their defense is incredible, but I feel like it's just the ultimate both teams. Just holding W at each other is just their weaknesses, to be honest with you. Especially seen during this round mid, where Sulfury just held W and just like concaved all of the Sixers' dreams and hopes of winning that mid.
Well, let's see if Sulfury can get a vanity around and take some momentum into their map pick of choice. A massive arrow there from Fem onto Scandalous, but it's not going to be enough. It will be 3-1 the final score, as Sulfury do get a vanity round and some momentum going into their map pick of Reckoner. So could this be the turnaround that the old folks need to get themselves back in this series, Freaky? I guess time will tell.
Alright. This mid, 40 seconds left. Come on, for the logs.
Catfish extremely aggressive. Right now gets an arrow from Snazzy, but oh, they do get the med pick to the logs. Plagueis Bank getting another one actually, 2-for-1. As Mint goes down as well. Skaz on to the Soldier of Cool Everest, gets that kill as well. And a nice, massive air pipe there from Catfish. I'm surprised he didn't taunt there, to be honest, but you know, They still are here to
Sheesh.
play, Freaky. They still have it in them, and even though they might have lost this first round, I think the momentum is definitely in their favor now heading into Reckoner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, 100% agree.
It is 3-1 the final score to Sixins as they take a 1-map advantage as we head to Reckoner. Just having a look at the logs on screen, obviously quite a slow game throughout the entirety of this map. No quick rounds to speak of, really. So that's why the damage numbers look a little bit low. But the first thing that kind of sticks out to me is just how efficient Sixins were. All but one of their players in the positive on the KD side of things. Lead kills there actually for Cool Everest, 27-17 with 295. Yeah, he had a field trip on this map. What sticks out to you here, Freaky?
What sticks out to me? Actually, I'm on the wrong log. I'm on the log that warmed up themselves. Actually, I'm on the game that you played. Just before
Yeah,
this.
don't look at that one. That was that was atrocious.
I was like, this doesn't look right. Anyway,
Catfish doing what he can though, and seeing that lock and load doing a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, that lock and load, obviously getting those replays with that air shot on Scangelus that last round. What really stands out to me, I'd say Wrath. Wrath obviously did good damage, but it just wasn't a promptive player that I would have hoped. Like, he's casual expert. Oh, he's a good demo, but I'd love to see more of him. Probably see him more in Reckoner, to be honest with you. But yeah, Wrath not getting that high. Obviously, having those better soldiers such as Kulevus and Scangelus really helped them with the advantage. But another thing that really stood out to me, the base jailer, the Catfish himself, 21-11. That's insane.
And since the lock and load doesn't have any kind of rollers, if you can look at the damage, he hit 18 lock and load pipes that map. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I'll be honest, but that's a stat.
It's a bit dire, but having those 100, it's almost like the direct hit for demo, in my opinion.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the only things that really stood out to me, to be honest with you.
Hopefully we get some pictures in for you soon as these teams are readying up. So looks like Blank Space changed that team to boot. But it is our second map starting now, ladies and gentlemen. It is Salt Free Gaming versus Sixins. As we start you off with this radio cast. Catfish making his way through cargo, getting really, really aggressive on the middle bridge. Looks like Skaz making her way onto that blue crate, doing massive damage onto Mint, but does trade out Mint, surviving on a measly 8 points of health as Cool Everest high up in the sky can't manage to land the rocket onto Lampshade. But it's now 3 down for the side of Sixins prior to Cool Everest, Wrath, and now Scandalous going down. It's just Mint trying to run. Fam is trying to get out, but it looks like the soldier of Wells Blank is on that chase, going into last. Oh, he beefs the jump onto last. Mint behind him. Can the Assault Free Soldier find the rockets on the Fam? Fam's so weak, 25 health. Oh, he beefs the rocket. Oh, he's not sorry. He chases the last rocket in one dying breath. Fam does eventually go down. Mint's beefing quite a few shots. Well, that's what I call a main moment, Freaky. A main moment indeed. But it's going to be full ad for Salt Free Gaming, and they have their first proper chance of pushing into last against Sixins.
Oh yeah! Insane soldier gameplay.
The Uber's coming through now for Salt Free. Wigan and Catfish going through. They have so much space, but there's 0 cap time. Wrath alone on that left-hand side for the attacker's perspective. So much damage there from Blanky's Flake, and this might possibly be a round, and it is 1-0 to Salt Free Gaming. And that's exactly what they needed to do coming out of Sunshine Free. Exactly what they needed to do.
Exactly. As I said, just pre-game, just waiting what Sixins do, which they did. Kulevus and Scangelus falling right into their trap, double bombing at the same time while they're playing passive, and 2 combo scouts, cleaning them up.
Catfish faster than Wrath. Once again, Wrath opting to roll out through top. You don't see that one very often, ladies and gentlemen. But Skaz, in contrary to last mid, is going to immediately die on that blue crate, as does the scout of Xander as well. That's 2 down now, but massive bomb from Scandalous, but isn't quite able to find Snazzy. Snazzy's trying to escape. He's trying to do the jukes.
Run,
Snazzy.
The
soldiers are on the chase now, though. Snazzy, can he get out? The 2 soldiers from Six Sins on the chase. Scandalous heading through Bamboo now. He sees the running medic of Snazzy, and he is going to get the medic kill. That's a very, very late medic death for Salt Free Gaming, but there's still no cap time for Six Sins. Salt Free do have a chance to try and at least contest mid and second point if they so desire.
It's just deja vu. We've seen Scandalous chase after the medic to their last.
Yeah, first it was Blanky's Blank, and this time it's Scandalous for Six Sins. Yeah, the chase is on. The chase is most definitely on.
Yeah, indeed. That just obviously one soldier sacks in from the Salt Free on that mid. Obviously a player down, so both soldiers. Skaz, she just Minecraft's Cool Everest. They do trade each other, but having that major disad, actually a major additional ad, sorry, for Six Sins here, pushing into last, but
they're running out of time, Freaky. Like, Snazzy's already at 75%. That's 10 seconds off Uber. And they're eating a lot of good spam from Wells Blanky Blank in that top right corridor. They are going to have to use incredibly early, and Salt Free could still hold this, I think. The Sentry Gun goes down incredibly early. There's a decent amount of cap time. 99% Lampshade does get his Uber, and it's going to be clean up on aisle 4, clean up on aisle 3 as well, as Six Sins are just crumbling now, and Salt Free maintain their 1-round advantage.
Yeah, luckily, you know, obviously, just staggering a little bit from the Six Sins. They're not taking that ad as well as we all hoped, but just staggering a little bit on that top right. It looks like they flashed a lot of players during that early Uber.
Looks like yeah, Salt Free want to have some more Cleverest with a massive bomb. Oh, but it manages to get caught out, and both Catfish and Old Spike is Spike are going to be able to survive that one, but the flanks just completely died, Freaky. The flank's gone, and it's only those 3 players of the Salt Free. Oh no, this is a disaster.
This looks like a round 1 so far. 2 Six Sins here.
Oh, looks like Blanky Spank does delay the second cap, at least for a little bit, buying some time for the spawners of Salt Free. Looks like Xander's gonna come up now as well. Scouts finding Wrath, Wigan finding Fam. It's not over until the fat lady sings, Freaky.
Oh, it was looking a bit dire. Wrath just need a bit faster trapping up those spawn doors.
Looks like Xander's gonna get this cap maybe. Oh, it's so close. Scandalous just getting to that second point in the nick of time. Mint making his way into lobby now as well. Doesn't find any of the Salt Free players. Scandalous making his way through the lower entrance as well. Salt Free just setting up on that right hand side, trying to see what Six Sins are going to do. They do have a little bit of Uber advantage, but I'm not sure if they'll be aware of it, as Scandalous just goes in and gets absolutely nothing. Absolutely destroyed.
Midied by Catfish himself.
Looks like they're going to push out of it. Like, Scouts finding Mint as well. This is an advantage, a player advantage that they're able to push out if they might have to spot these traps that Wrath has put out. But Wrath gets incredibly early, and that's going to be the green light for World's making the jump out through the rollout area. And Cool Everest now finds a wild Snazzy, who has an amazing surf up onto that little hut, as Cool Everest going back, does find the kill onto Wigan, but Salt Free do cap up that second point, so they're just going to be left with a soldier behind Cool Everest, trying to see what he can get, and just eats a massive lock and load.
Skaz forcing onto Fam. Fam living on 9 HP from that mid. That leak from Skaz was very crucial for the Salt Free push there. Very well done on her part. Scandalous on the sniper.
Yep, Scandalous on that sniper, gonna get caught out as Snazzy gets forced by Mint. Mint's gonna trade his life for it, but can Salt Free find any other kills? And this they can! Fam's going to the sticky bomb launcher of Catfish, but now Snazzy's all alone on the middle point. Catfish is overextended. Looks like Wigan's going to find the kill onto Pride. Skaz finding her way onto middle as well. Culebris finding the kill onto Wigan. But the Scandalous Sniper putting a lot of pressure onto Salt Free. They have the heal advantage. They have a tiny Uber advantage as well. But they don't have any players. They don't have any positioning. And they're going to have to back out to their own second.
Very late death from Zort there, catching that rocket from Culebris. He sees his prey. Good damage in the shutter there. Yeah, Scandalous Sniper holding down that middle ground on the midpoint, just above the point. And just, you know, the only way out is through unders and let it be, let it be. Scandalous is still on the Sniper. I'd love to see what they push with this or make room.
Yep, Scandalous yet to die on the most powerful class in the game. But it looks like that Salt-Free are very aware, and they are holding these doors incredibly close. In fact, they're actually going to use their 50% Uber advantage, but the headshot rings true. Catfish going down before the Uber has been popped onto the Salt-Free Demo Man. And this is an atrocious Uber. They managed to get the Demo trade out as well, but the Uber is just so much better for Sixons, and the collapse and the backhand from Mint and the Shred Alert to boot. It's now 1-1 on our second map, Reckoner.
Very good league from Mint, from the creator of Wiethoofd. Very good league. Yeah, he went through unders into lobby and just held W at that point.
Yep, it's, you know, Wiethoofd allowed him to do that, obviously, but it's now the third mid, and it's been, you know, a tale of two halves so far for these middle points, but we are seeing that aggressive right mid from Salt-Free. They find Pride extremely early, but it looks like Skaz will trade out her life for both Scouts from Sixons going down, but it's a meat grinder. Culebris finds 3 with 2 rockets. What an amazing mid from the Sixons soldier. And that's going to be all she wrote. Fam going down very weak, but that's a wipe for Salt-Free Gaming and a mid win for Sixons as they're trying to claw back their way in this second map in the best of 3 and try and get themselves ahead of the ozfortress Dinosaurs.
The ozfortress and Dinosaur back on the last. Love to see if they defend this as well as they have.
Well, all of them are on last except for this cheeky soldier by the name of Skaz. She's found her way onto middle, goes for the Echelon of Wrath, respect that, but actually finding the kill as well.
Wow.
That's a big pick from Skaz. She's still behind, trying to cause some chaos. They are stacking the point. Gets another one onto mid, finds one decent splash rocket, does 50 damage to Fan, but is unable to find anything else. But those are 2 very big picks that is going to buy Salt-Free a lot of time. And once again, this advantage from Sixons is dwindling by the second freaky. They're already at 90%, and Sixons aren't even at last yet.
They're about to push in now. Sixons uses it pretty early. Sentry in the bamboo spot gets spotted early. Zord goes down, Wrath goes down, no demo for the pushing side here. Lampshade 22, popping it as soon as he can, flashing everybody he can. Fam is stuck in, perishes by the stickies from the base jailer. Pride goes down, Mint, Culebris hiding on the health back. Can he finish up what the team didn't do? So that was perished by the lock and load. Snazzy lives. Mint wins the Scappy Scout onto Wigan on that second hit. Gets out with his life to tell the tale. And Wrath traps up. Stabilizing.
And guess who's on Sniper once again?
Scandalous.
It's the sandbagger himself, Scandalous. Oh, gets misses the shot through. I mean, this is what we're talking about. This just brutal sightline across from toxic to toxic on this middle point. It's going to be extremely hard, even with this tiny Uber advantage that Salt-Free have managed to build for themselves. I don't think they even try at this point, to be honest. I think they're just content with just sitting on their own second. They are, you know, in this 1-1 still. They aren't completely down and out yet. My prediction is still on the cards here, Freaky. My prediction's still on the cards. It's been a pretty slow game so far, but as both medics are coming up on their Uber, I think all eyes are now on this Sixons Sniper and see what kind of advantage he's able to get for his team.
Now, Scandalous knows they love to peek low his head just to get a spot here. He's watching it. Looks like the Sixers Sins has reacted. They want to push it. However, Scandalous got his eyes on something else. He knows where the combo is.
Just watching that cargo doorway, trying to find any hint of life.
Hiding his dot a little bit. Dot is found out by the sound. He knows where he is.
Rotates over to Toxic, tries to find a shot onto the scout of Xander, can't quite find it. Skaz as well, crossing that sight line. As she's flirting with danger is the Salt-Free soldier. As one headshot rings out onto Catfish. The Catfish is going to be safe, picking up a nice crossbow from this lovely medic of the Lampshade 22. Cleverest, they're just spamming. There's no real movement just yet, as Scandalous still yet to find that opening pick. Sulfury doing a great job of holding down these doorways, trying to avoid the sight lines as well, picking their moments quite well. It's only a matter of time before I fear that Scandalous will just hit that one shot that Sixins need.
Here he is.
He's peeking aggressive. He is trapped up, but aside from that, no support, and that's going to be a sniper down. As the Soldier goes in, that's a great first rocket, and Snazzy has no choice but to pop that Uber, but they have fed two for it. Oh, they've just been baited so well. Pride finds one, he's trying to find two onto Catfish, but they can't. Wigan coming in from behind as well. This is such a messy post-Uber as the collapse now from Salt Free. Looks like Xander's behind them as well. They're all trapped in the corner. They're all so weak, but nothing's dying, Freaky.
Base Jailer not reloading his stickies. Could have just sticked up where the post was going to be at because they knew they would chase with Uber at him.
Oh, massive! Oh, the 1-2 special. Catfish and Skaz finding the Soldier of Cool Everest. But in all of that commotion, Snazzy did in fact die, so 40% Uber advantage for Sixins once again. A down 3, they should definitely be trying to take this middle point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Only seen Scandalous, Mint, Fam. They're all rolling out now, 6%. However, Sulfury Gaming going through Toxic.
Oh, a lot of damage on the Soldiers. Wigan's going to pay for it though with his life. Mint going to trade out his life for that. And it looks like Sulfury, they're too scared. They just don't have the positioning. They're losing players. Pride is going to go down. They found an opening. They're getting desperate as Cool Everest is on the flank. Finds one rocket, finds two rockets. Can't find the third. Just eventually finds the third onto the red medic of the Lampshade 22. Catfish eating a nice direct there from Scandalous as well. Looks like Blake Spec does find the salvage. The nice 2 rocket onto the fam. But with only 15 seconds on the round timer remaining, and it's a 2v2, as both soldiers are out rolling out. Looks like Skaz isn't gonna fight Mint on this. They are trying to hold fast. They are. Looks like the collapse now is happening. They are playing for this round reset, and I think this is going to be the first round reset of the series. Yeah, it is going to be the first round reset of the series. But a little bit of overtime, but it looks like Sulfury can't get any time on the middle point, and it is going to be a stalemate with just over half the map remaining.
Oh, Scandalous just on that sniper presence, trying to like make a pick, but also just running down the time. I would say he's almost got 6, maybe 7 minutes on sniper.
It's quite a lot, since we've only had 15 minutes of gameplay so far, but once again, Sulfury trying that right side aggressive mid. Catfish finding a lot of damage onto Wrath early. Skaz taking that blue crate as well, but eats a lot of damage for a Troubles. Calero's going to find the bomb. He is going to find one onto the demo of Catfish. Lampshade 22 very, very weak underneath. Looks like Scandalous finding his flank as well, but the flank from Scandalous is going to just create so much chaos. And salvage mode once again. Looks like Xander on both Wrath and Fam. Doesn't find any shots on the Fam. Gets rather decently low, but isn't going to be enough to find any sort of kill. And Scars will trade her life for the Scout of Mint. And that's another nice and clinical mid from the side of Sixins. But we've seen this one before, Free. We've seen this one many times, in fact, so far tonight, that these last holds from Sulfury Gaming, they've been able to do it somehow. I don't know how they've been able to do it from full Uber disadvantage, but they've been able to somehow, and they're going to need to be able to do that once again if they are going to avoid going down 2-1 in this second decider map.
The pressure's high, the blood is boiling, Sulfury wanting to know where they're going to push from. Scandalous in the wings. Never mind, he's rotating back, probably for the buff here.
Oh, it's a left side push. They haven't spotted Skaz. Skaz getting a lot of early damage. Wrath finds the sentry gun, but unfortunately for Sixins, that's about it. Skaz killing herself with a bit of a rocket jump trying to escape as Snazzy now comes up on his own Uber. But they're dropping players. Let's use the Uber, but it's only a heavy and demo man left. And it looks like, Pride's going to get caught in, but they hold it again. Sixins just can't push last with Uber advantage. I don't know what it is, but you know, we're still here, and They're still alive, Freaky. They're still alive.
Pushing from the left side, yeah. I think both soldiers from the Six of Sins should have came in from the left, double bombed it, used the Uber from Six of Sins, and just walked at them and collapsed on that left spawn door. And then Wrath can just stay on that right spawn door and trap up and Scout's cap point.
What's your opinion on the French? Because we have a Frenchman
Now,
who's trying to find some kind of opening. Not on the Cloak and Dagger, which is quite interesting. So they're looking to try and keep things pretty fast, but I don't think that Pryde's going to be able to find anything. Like they're in spawn. The Lampshades in spawn. How are they going to find anything? This is such an awkward position for Pryde to be in.
Pryde bumped
Oh,
three players.
seen him. He still finds the heavy. I mean, one's better than nothing. Pryde is still
alive, he's
really
alive.
healthy. He's bumped everybody. Hasn't taken a single point of damage. I don't know how.
6 players. All 6. Oh my.
Okay.
They win the round. Pryde bumping all 6 players.
Grab on the point from Pryde as well.
Well deserved. He bumped all 6 players, getting the backstabbed on the heavy, survived.
Not only survived, right? He didn't take a single point of damage.
That's insane. He is a Highlander main after all.
It's now 2-1 to 6 cents. Sulfury on the back foot with just under 12 minutes to go in this second map of the best of 3. And it looks like Xander already dying extremely early. Skaz inside the enemy cargo trying to find some pressure. Looks like Spank as well, but they only find Coleverus for their troubles, and that's going to be a 1 mid for the side of 6 cents unless a miracle happens from Catfish. Finds one. Finds the combo scout of Pryde, but unfortunately that's going to be it, and Sulfury are doing what they do best. Running back to last.
The defense, the great defense of Salt Free. Can it be done again? Alright.
Well, Snazzy's alive this time, so they actually, I think Catfish wants to fight second. Catfish wants to fight second. They're actually trading Ubers on this second point. It's a demo solo. You don't see that one every day, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to be a much better Uber for 6 cents as Catfish is going to be caught. People trying for the air shots is going to crater to the scattergun of Mint. Crater of a Mint HUD. Wrath getting a nice arrow from Fam as well. As 6 cents getting healed up, ready to go. The engineer from Xander is already up, putting that sentry gun. It's already level 2, in fact. Like, he has zero confidence in his team whatsoever. They're going to be okay on this second point with no damage man down. Looks like 6 cents are trying to find a way through. It's now 3 versus 4. 4 versus 4 as the spawner comes. 3 versus 4 once again. It's Wigan. Dies to the scattergun of Pride, but they still have that sentry gun in that left corner. He's getting spammed out by Scandalous, spots the gun and is able to alleviate his scouts from that kind of pressure. Oh, a massive bomb from Scandalous. That's going to be 3-1. Oh, there's 2 soldiers from Sulfury trying to do all they can. Pride falling very weak. Scandalous very weak as well. Looks like Pride's actually going to go down. The 2 rockets, the 2 soldiers doing all that they can. This is such a scrappy fight. There's so much cap time, but at the end it's too much. And 6 cents go up 3 rounds to 1.
Zord.
Yeah.
Burping in the game.
Yeah. I don't know if Stream caught that, but that was a massive burp.
That was a Homer Simpson type of burp. Anyway,
Wow.
what would you like to see from this mid, Mr. Mikcow?
I mean, I think Sulfury just need to find that balance between early aggression and feeding. Let's see if they find that balance.
Here we are.
I don't think they have. They've done a lot of damage. They have a lot of positioning advantage, but they've still fed. They've still fed the double revenge on the Scandalous from both Snazzy and Catfish. But they never found Fam. But can they keep Snazzy alive? This is so weak. Nope, they can't. And I don't know. This is... I mean, I think they've gone too far in the other direction. They weren't taking the initiative on Sunshine until the later half of the map. Now they've gone too far that they're just feeding into basically the entire 6 cents team. Not even just the combo, it's the whole team that's there, Freaky. And they're just giving up their lives for, what, 100 damage maybe? They need to find some more value if they want to get back in this game. And Cool Eris finds a pick on the Scaz as well. That's a very late soldier death for Salt Free Gaming. But it is relatively even Ubers, a small advantage, as Snazzy's actually up on that KritzKast. KritzKast on last. I don't...
Look, I'm a big advocate. They don't expect it, okay? You push out, you use early, because they hang around in lobby and think they have full Uber at it, yada yada. You use crits on the soldiers or projectiles, even the scouts. Use it on everyone. catches them off guard, and looks like that's what they're doing, taking advantage.
Well, Kritz has come out. They can't find the sticky. Fam uses his Uber, and that is 3 down for Salt Free. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all. But the back cap from Skaz, but it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough.
No shot.
I would have held. I wouldn't really aggress through onto second there. I would have held a bit forward, and then as soon as they were called pushing, I would use crits, come out the shutter, just say you're in shutter or the top right, just pop out with that lock and load, the direct hit, you know. Just pumping that 300 base damage crits onto the whole combo.
7.5 minutes to go, and it is championship point for the boys in blue. And it looks like Salt Free have learnt they're not immediately feeding this time. Trying to find some forward pressure, but the post up from Sixons is just too great. The damage is too great. Mint and looks like Blanky is going to trade out. Actually, both scouts now for Sixons going down. Fam very low as well, just trying to do his best in that toxic. But Snazzy dying again. Call Everest. No one can stop him. No one can stop him. He is inevitable, Freaky.
He is Thanos himself. Caleris barely lives with that scout. However, base jailer setting up traps on the second point. Here we go. Love to see if that drops the medic there. However, Skaz herself and the two soldiers trying to pick fight the soldiers here. However, both soldiers down from the side of Salt Free here onto the last push with major disad since Snazzy, the Lampshade 22 died.
Yep, but you know, will Sixons be able to convert an Uber advantage last push? They haven't so far.
We've seen it.
The double sniper. Oh, this is the play. The double sniper. Make that no sniper, as Wigan gets caught out now. There's so much space, so much cap time already. Mint gets absolutely destroyed. They're doing damage. I don't know how, but oh my god, oh, that's gonna be all Europe. That's 5-1. Oh,
5-1.
They did it.
That is it. Wow.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Sixons are your ozfortress Season 36 main division champions, taking it 2 maps to zip against the dinosaurs that are Salt Free Gaming. But a great showing once again. I mean, you can't be underestimated, can't be understated the amount of pressure that Salt Free were able to put out on this all-star main roster, but just wasn't enough in the end. And the Sixons cap out their undefeated season with 2 clean map victories here tonight.
Yeah, indeed. Especially, obviously winning the 5-1 here, but the amount of pushes onto last and Snazzy just at the last second Ubering. Insane defense from the Salt Free here. Insane defense, especially seen on the first map. Sorry, apologize, I almost said Snakewater. Onto Sunshine, especially the defense, the multiple pushes they took from Sixons, taking it lowers, or even the left-hand side.
We have a quick look at the logs there on your screens now, ladies and gentlemen, and it is, we said that Caleris was inevitable, and he most definitely was. 389 DPM, going 33 and 15 on Pocket Soldier. Wow.
Wow, yeah. 389 damage per minute. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a lot.
That is it pulled his weight and then some. I mean, Blank is Blank tried to keep up with 317 topping the damage for him from Salt Free Gaming, but yeah, just wasn't quite able to find the same value that Call Everest was. Scandalous as well, in the 300 DPM club as well. Like, just both, I mean, we said it in the pre-show, Freaky, these soldiers from Sixons, you just can't stop them.
You just can't stop them. Can't stop them. Insane gameplay from both of them, as seen by the Cool Everest logs on the screen. Just simply put, yeah.
And a bit of a sad scout log for the Salt Free Scouts.
Yeah.
I don't want to point it out, but
I didn't either.
Ouch. Yeah, that's not what you want to be seeing. I mean, yes, it was a slower game. But look at the med stats real quick as well. I mean, Snazzy did all he could. He did all he could. He built up those Ubers and that one Kritzkrieg quite efficiently. Gave Catfish as much heals as he possibly could to try and keep them alive. Out healing Fam, but in the end, just wasn't enough. And
It
just
wasn't enough.
yeah, but that's kind of the story, really. Like Selfie played well. They put themselves in arguably some pretty disadvantageous positions, some unfavorable positions, I should say, and that they were able to hold their own for, I'd say, the first half of the map. But yeah, that was that was just too much, and the pressure just became too much, and Sixins just ran away with it once Cole was like, okay, I've had my fun, and
It's my turn to
yeah,
play on the Xbox
yeah, I'm
now.
done. Yeah, it's my turn to play.